Hey everyone, good morning. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in San Francisco, California. When it comes to food in San Francisco, the king of everything you could possibly eat is Dungeness crabs. He's tickling me, which are harvested and fished right here on the Pacific West Coast of the United States. Today we're gonna go on a Dungeness crab tour of San Francisco. We're gonna go to a fish market where we're gonna see some of the live, fresh Dungeness crabs. We're gonna go to a couple of restaurants that are famous for crabs. Again, this is a guarded, secret family recipe. They're some of the sweetest, juiciest, silkiest crabs that you can eat in the world. And I'm gonna share everything with you, all of the crabs and this entire ultimate San Francisco experience with you, all coming up right now in this video. So again, good morning from San Francisco. It is a cold, rainy, drizzly day. Not the best conditions, but these are perfect conditions for exploring and eating Dungeness crab. And before we start this video, I just want to say a big thank you to Visit California and San Francisco for sponsoring my trip, for inviting me here, for making all of the arrangements. We're on our way to the first place where they source, where they supply some of the best Dungeness crab in San Francisco. So here we are, welcome to Aliotto Lazio. We're right here along the wharf, along the harbor, and we're gonna see some seafood. We're gonna hear from the owners, the family. They have a very unique story, and they have some delicious Dungeness crabs.
Family owned and operated since the 1940s. Currently, the main group are all females. The next generation are all males.
And how many generations has this been in your family?
We're third, and the fourth ones are coming up.
You guys, specialize in local seafood, especially crabs, and what?
Dungeness crabs is what San Francisco is known for. That is our big seller. Okay. And then we do work with West Coast seafood to try and keep that sustainable and an option for people.
All right.
Yes, it's very exciting. You meet the boats or the trucks, and then you meet your customers. You enter. Immediately you hear the water, you see the tanks full of fresh Dungeness crabs. It's set up like a market, so you can come in here, you can buy a live crab, you can buy a crab, they'll package it up for you, they ship crabs, and then they have crab samples available. So that's about a 2-pounder? Yes.
Okay. Beautiful Dungeness crab. All right. And then
make sure you don't put your finger too far up.
Okay.
You'll reach up and reach down.
Okay. All right, oh, here we go. Dungeness crab. Just don't put your face too close. He's tickling me. Oh man, but these crabs, beautiful. But I know that it's a species of crab that is native to the West Coast, from Canada to San Francisco and down the West Coast. And so this West Coast in the United States is, I believe, the only place to get the real Dungeness crab. Ooh. All right, so this is a cooked Dungeness crab. And yes. Has it been boiled or steamed?
We boil our crab. Okay. For 28 minutes. And I'm gonna pull it open. And then I'm gonna take off the mouth. Of course, it doesn't cooperate this morning.
All good.
Taking off the apron, break it in half, and then you can just start cracking.
What's the average or ideal weight of a Dungeness?
We love 2 pounds each.
About 2 pounds?
But 1.5 to 2 is good.
Okay.
Over 2 is spectacular.
This one has already been deshelled from
Correct.
the... Okay.
So no one has to worry about that.
All right.
Whether you want to add cocktail sauce. And
then when you are here, conveniently, they have fresh crab samples, which you can get, which are all pre-peeled. You can scoop it up with a little mini fork. There's some cocktail sauce, but I just got to taste the Pier Dungeness crab first. My first bite Dungeness crab in San Francisco. Oh wow. Oh man. The stringiness of it. It's nice. You taste the seawater saltiness, the brininess, and then the sweetness following through. Oh sure. Thank you. Would it be like a best to dip it in the cocktail sauce, or pour it?
Just try and put it on the edge.
On the edge?
You can decide what you want to do.
I'll try it next with a little bit of cocktail sauce. Try it next with a little bit of cocktail sauce to taste that difference. But man, this crab is so good, so sweet. Oh wow, yeah. It is good with the cocktail sauce. It doesn't overpower the flavor of the crab. What do you think makes Dungeness crab unique?
The sweetness and the delicacy of the meat, it's just the best. I mean, there's no comparison.
No comparison. Cool. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
This has been educational and delicious. And what I love is it's family run. Third generation going on fourth generation. Their family originally came from Italy to the coast, to San Francisco as fishers, and then it's just, the business has been passed down through generation and generation. Luckily, it's just now stopped drizzling. We're gonna walk down to Pier 39, which is one of the most recognizable, one of the most famous places in all of San Francisco, and then we're gonna go to our first crab restaurant. Started off rainy and cloudy and drizzly, but it's turning out to be a beautiful morning. And so we made it. Welcome to Pier 39. This is one of the most iconic attractions in all of San Francisco. There's rides, there's shops, there's souvenir stores, and there's lots of restaurants. And Pier 39 is also known for their California sea lions. Fresh donuts, look, Micah, they just pop out. But before having crab, we could not resist the aroma of the fresh donuts pouring out of this window, the warm heat of the boiling oil, the sweet aroma of the donuts. And Ying also wanted a quick coffee. So we're gonna stop here for a few donuts as we walk to the end of the pier. Thank you very much. It's a pretty cool automatic donut fryer. It's almost like a lazy river of oil. Okay, hot, fresh mini donuts. That's extremely tasty because the entire donut is crispy. Thank you, Ying. Yeah, you just cannot drink enough coffee in San Francisco with the weather, with the sea breeze, the rain. We're gonna continue walking to see the sea lions. Say hello to the California sea lions. So you walk pretty much to the end of Pier 39 and there's a bunch of docks full of California sea lions. There's the California Sea Lion Center. Man, they just look like they're basking in the sun, taking a dip in the water every now and then when they feel like it, munching on fish. They just look like they're having a great time and enjoying life. But man, it is beautiful this morning in San Francisco. You see the rolling hills of San Francisco, the downtown buildings, the skyscrapers, Alcatraz in the distance. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge from here, just shrouded in the mist. And then something that you'll just notice when you come to San Francisco is the amazing wildlife. From the sea lions right here to seagulls to flying V formations. The nature, the natural setting here in San Francisco it's spectacular. And they are hilariously entertaining to watch. Some of them will be taking a nap and then one of the younger sea lions will jump up on them and disturb them and then they'll get angry but then fall asleep back at the same time. They make all sorts of gurgling sounds, burps and farts. They are hilariously entertaining. All right, from here, we're gonna go eat crab. Welcome to the Crab House on Pier 39. We're here a little bit early before they open, so we're gonna have a chance to meet the chef, to see the kitchen, and to see how they prepare their legendary Dungeness crabs on a hot iron skillet. Oh, nice.
So these guys just came in from Washington.
Okay.
So we just cooked them off. We just got these live guys in, cooked them up this morning. They cooled down a little bit. We'll clean them up and these are going to go into our garlic roasted crab dishes, served on a skillet. Okay. So we're going to clean up the head, take all the goodies out of there.
And then you serve it whole, though, right?
We're going to serve it whole. We're going to roast it in the oven in our secret garlic sauce, served on a skillet.
How long do they boil for?
Just about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Salted water.
Nothing like fresh crab, Dungeness crab. So what they do is they have already boiled the Dungeness crab, and then we're gonna see the next process as they clean them up, and then as they prepare them, roast them with the special garlic sauce and serve them on a hot iron skillet.
And then we're ready to go to the oven.
Okay. Oh, so you've got a couple cleaned up.
Yeah.
Need to go to the oven.
How many are you gonna eat?
Probably
I like
two.
That. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Plan. Two.
Well, my wife is here too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roast them in a hot pan.
How big are these crabs?
About close to 2 pounds. About a pound and 3/4. Right now we're only getting the ocean run in.
Okay.
There's no sizing because the crab season is, we're in and out of seasons right now. So they're selling the crabs as ocean run. We don't have the pick of the litter where we can get only 2 up. We usually use only 2 pounders plus.
So that's like a garlic butter?
This is just a butter, that we're gonna roast it in.
All right. Oh man. Oh man, that aroma immediately smells incredible. Then they pop into the oven to roast. And now he's heating up that hot iron skillet.
So we're gonna make you 2 skillets.
Okay, cool.
One, we're gonna a little olive oil on our skillet. We bar cook our mussels in the morning so that they can cook a little quicker on the skillet. And our shrimp we marinate with garlic, rosemary, lemon juice, lemon zest, salt, pepper, and olive oil for at least 24 hours. So all those herbs and spices can penetrate them.
Okay, great.
And we're gonna put these guys on our skillet as well. We flip our shrimp, we're gonna pull our crabs out of the oven and finish them off with our secret crab sauce.
All right.
Secret crab sauce is made up of over 20 ingredients. A lot of them are secret, I can't tell you.
Okay. I'll have to guess.
You'll have to guess, but it's a very, I'm gonna go in the oven now.
Okay.
It's a very,
oh, here comes the crab, roasted.
Season it off with a little bit of garlic salt mixture. This is our killer crab and shrimp.
Killer crab and
mussels.
shrimp. Oh, wow. What is that?
You got just a little bit of white wine with some fresh herbs in it. It creates that sizzle and the steam, and it adds a little bit of aroma.
Oh yeah, I smell that aroma. Wow, wonderful. Again, he cleaned them out, and you've got the shell on here for display. I'm gonna just take this guy, maybe kind of pop him open, the whole side of it. Oh, making sure not to splash too much butter garlic sauce. That inside body meat is usually extraordinary. Maybe dismantle. Maybe dismantle this. Oh, I forgot to put on my bib. Hold on, time out. Oh yeah, how could I forget? This is an absolute must. Rehydrate in that juice and roasting butter and garlic. Pull the legs apart. Oh, revealing all of that beautiful Dungeness crab. The body section first, my first bite. Oh, wow. Oh man, Dungeness crab, it really is one of the best crabs in the world. Man, the sweetness, the stringiness, and then, man, the way that's just like piping hot, scorched in the oven. I mean, that sauce just poured over it, a smoky, garlicky poof. Great flavor, not overpowering, and you feel that sweetness of the natural Dungeness crab comes through. Rehydrate a little bit in that melted butter garlic sauce. What happened? Oh no. Oh no, crab accident. It's okay. Just a little splatter, we're okay. He fell off the tray. Okay, one of the things about Dungeness crab, for me, is it's one of the most beautiful crab textures. So stringy, it just almost like flakes apart in your mouth on your first bite. Like angel hair pasta almost, the texture. Okay, so these are the garlic shrimp. Chef Bob said they're marinated for 24 hours. Oh, the oregano or rosemary in there. Herbal, buttery, garlicky, bouncy shrimp. Now this is the garlic butter. Oh, it's a lemon butter. You feel that acidity infused to break down the richness of the butter. And then finally we've got the mussels, which, okay, I'll just try one first before adding any sauce. Just the natural taste of the mussel. I'm gonna try some of that secret garlic butter sauce though on it next. So he said within that sauce there's something like 18 different ingredients. To me it almost has a little bit of a cheesy, maybe cream in there, a little bit of an herb mixture. Finally, Chef Bob just brought us a plate of crab fried rice, which it looks great actually. Rice, stir fried, there's egg in here, there's crab, and topped with some micro herbs. Oh, big nuggets of Dungeness crab. Dungeness crab fried rice. Oh yeah, oh wow. Crab fried rice is awesome. Okay, back to the crab. I'm gonna move on to the legs. There we go, that's a nice bite nugget. I love this sauce the best at the bottom here because that's that's on the roasting pan. Yeah, Dungeness crab is extraordinary. For me, it really just is the natural product, the fresh Dungeness crab that is really one of the world's best crabs. I think my favorite bites from the Dungeness crab are these little connecting bits from the body to the legs. Those are like some of the silkiest, sweetest, meatiest parts of the crab. A little squeeze of acid lemon juice. Perfect. Yeah, man, this is an impressively good fried rice, actually. It's so good, and I love how all the individual grains are they're individual. Oh yeah, with that lemon. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any other more iconic food experience of San Francisco than chowing down on Dungeness crab at Pier 39, overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge. Look at this bite. Just an entire bite of juicy, sweet Dungeness. Oh, there we go, yes. It's dried up butter garlic sauce on the bottom of the skillet. That's the best flavor that you want to scoop up and smear up for your final few bites. All that's left are a bunch of empty leg shells and 2 heads from our Dungeness crab friends. Oh, a little wet wipe action. Whoa. Oh, and that was a very successful Dungeness crab experience, Pier 39. What a beautiful location and delicious crab. From here, we are gonna continue with this Dungeness crab tour of San Francisco, and we're going to another legendary restaurant. It's actually a Vietnamese restaurant that specializes in, again, roasted garlic Dungeness crab. We drove to the coast on the western side of San Francisco, and we're going to a restaurant which I believe is one of the first Vietnamese restaurants in San Francisco, and they are famous, legendary status for their roast Dungeness crabs and garlic noodles. So I'm here now at Tanglong. Tanglong, is that how you pronounce it?
Tanglong Restaurant.
Tanglong Restaurant
Yes.
with Monique. And this restaurant has an amazing history, and we're gonna hear a little bit about the history now.
Yes, so my grandmother, Diana An,
Uh-huh.
opened Tanglong in 1971. I was still in Vietnam, and our family and my mom and dad had not arrived yet.
Okay, so just your grandmother
So
came
my
first.
grandmother came first
Okay.
and opened the restaurant. It used to
Okay.
be a little Italian deli,
Ah,
and then she took it over, and
Okay.
she decided to introduce Vietnamese food to San Franciscans.
oh yeah, because I was reading it was one of the first Vietnamese restaurants in San Francisco.
Yes, yes.
Cool.
So in the beginning, she kind of meshed the menu with some Italian dishes and some Vietnamese dishes, and then in the end, she just converted completely to Vietnamese dishes.
Cool.
And the roasted crab is our signature dish, and that's a dish that my grandmother brought to the Tanglong, and it was still popular, and that got a lot of business and people coming to San Francisco to eat the
And so
Dungeness crab.
was the roasted crab a Vietnamese dish, or was it kind of like a California Vietnamese invention?
Yeah, it's actually a Vietnamese dish.
Okay,
So the roast crab is a Vietnamese dish.
it's a Vietnamese dish.
Right, but the other
And then just
dish,
using the local ingredient what
Yes,
was
which is
available there,
Dungeness.
which is Dungeness. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
And it led perfectly to the way my grandmother prepared it,
Very
with the
cool.
roasted garlic spices.
Okay.
But the other dish, actually, I have to tell you about is our garlic noodles. That
yeah.
is kind of like my mother's invention. So that's not typical Vietnamese. But when she came to America and she brought me in 1975, all we had left with the fall of Saigon was this restaurant. So we all just kind of lived here, and and then she had to, try to invent new dishes, and she wanted to, build the clientele, and she created the garlic noodles.
That's awesome.
So that's my mom, Helene An.
and so then that's the famous combination is the roasted crab with garlic noodles. right, that you
exactly,
eat
and
together.
now many years later, it's the roasted crab and garlic noodle dish.
Very cool.
And people travel from afar, all over the place,
Yes,
all over the Bay Area,
definitely.
just to have our roasted crab and garlic noodles. So you'll
Like
get to
us.
enjoy it soon.
Yes, like us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you for that. So one of the unique things about this restaurant is they have something called a secret kitchen, which is a family-only part of the kitchen. And what exactly is the secret kitchen?
Well, so it's a kitchen within the kitchen.
Okay.
And my mom, when she came over here, our roast crab and tiger han dish was roast crab and garlic noodle dish was so popular, and people wanted to come into the kitchen and peek in to figure out how we prepared the dishes. So we had to tell customers and guests, oh no, you can't come into the kitchen. So my mom just said, you know what, let's just create the secret kitchen, and it's a kitchen within the kitchen, and no one else gets to go in.
Ah, that's very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. And still to this day,
And
it's
to
a
this day,
secret kitchen.
yes, and all our restaurants, we've opened crustaceans in San Francisco, crustacean in Beverly Hills, and they all have our secret kitchen. So if we carry the crustacean and garlic, or the roasted crab and garlic noodle dish, then we have to have a secret kitchen.
It's a top secret guarded family recipe, so it's an honor to be here to have a chance to taste it. There it is. That's the secret kitchen. Family members only?
Yes, family members only.
Very cool. So this is the secret kitchen, and then the
Regular.
more open
Yes.
kitchen. I think they said 2-minute warning, and the crabs are gonna come out of this sliding stainless steel from the secret kitchen onto these shelves. So we're gonna have a chance to see that. That's so cool. What a cool idea. Guarded family recipe. And then we're also getting a couple dishes from the main kitchen here. Okay. That's the fried mango salad. There's shrimp, there's scallops, there's onions in here. It smells so smoky. Oh, it smells delicious. I think it is time. This time, there it is. Out of the secret passage door, the legendary roast crab. And immediately, as it's set here on the shelf, you smell that aroma of garlic just protruding, and you see some garlic, the shells, and just tossed on top. You see the pepper in there, and there comes the garlic noodles.
Our
Thank you very much. You immediately notice all of the fried garlic and the pepper just coating the entirety of the crab. There's a pool of juicy, buttery goodness on the bottom, and then just, oh man, that garlickiness. The ultimate in Dungeness crab. Lift up the head here, the hood. Oh man, you can just take a look at that. You can see how it's just so much pepper throughout the entire crab. Wow. And as a lover of black pepper, there's nothing that excites me more. Oh man, the meatiness of Dungeness crab, the sweetness of Dungeness crab. Put up, oh, so hot, so fresh out of the. Okay, I'm going in for that middle bite right there, and I'm gonna wipe up some of the seasoning on the bottom, some of that garlic. I love how they keep the garlic skins on. That's one of the great things about Southeast Asian cuisine, keeping those garlic skins on for extra fragrance. Guarded, secret family recipe. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, that is so incredibly good. Oh, the Dungeness. Oh, the pepper and garlic, the richness and butteriness, the sweetness of the Dungeness crab. Addictively tasty. Okay, I'm gonna peel this guy right here. We have another bite on this, on the top of this leg here. Oh, okay, look at that nugget. Dip. Man, it's almost hard to tell if that's melted butter or if it's an oil solution. Maybe a combination of both. Oh, wow. Like it. Man, I'm only 2 bites in and I'm already addicted. Before we proceed on with more of the roast crab, I gotta try the garlic noodles while they're hot and fresh. And it actually looks simple, but these are legendary garlic noodles that people rave about, that people are addicted to, that people have even gone as far as writing in some of the articles, in some of the articles written about these noodles, that they're willing to marry into the family to have the recipe for these garlic noodles. Okay, here we go. First bite. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, that's incredible. I need to just gather my thoughts right now. Almost like every single noodle has just been rubbed in garlic. And the texture of the noodles is soft and slightly gooey, yet like individual, not clumping together. Oh, the texture is great and soft at the same time. But man, the garlic is what stands out. You taste the sweetness of the garlic. Wow. Okay. Everything you've ever read about these garlic noodles, nothing is an exaggeration. They are that good. Okay, gonna move back into the crab legs. Now let me crack this guy. Every bite should be dipped, drenched. Let's move on to the claw. Oh, I splattered. Okay. Oh, there we go. Slides right out. Oh man, the garlickiness, the pepperiness, that like butteriness has just saturated into the claw. Next section, something you can do is kind of mix your crab and your garlic noodles. I'll put that on top. I'll poke in with my fork, making sure to get that entire lump of crab with some of the noodles all together in a bite. And you've got the crab, the garlicky pepperiness. And something about those noodles, it's not only just the flavor, but it's that texture, which is soft yet springy at the same time. again, which is wok tossed. So you've got kind of that combination of both fried mango and seafood plus raw lettuce. So much going on in there. You've got that smoky fried wok flavor, the crunch of the onions, the sweetness of the mango, and then the raw lettuce, which is refreshing, all combined onto a salad. Like a totally unique salad. One of the things that Mrs. Monique recommended is to take the head. There's a little bit of tamale in here, some of the head juices, and also some of that oil, some of that butter, some of that garlic has accumulated. Now take a bite full of the noodles, the garlic noodles, into the head, whoosh that around, get those head butter tamale to coat the garlic noodles. Oh yes. Next bite. Oh, you can see like a yolk coating the noodles now. Just layer upon layer of garlic and crab flavor. And the tamale, butteriness, the yolkiness. Dungeness crabs are full of meat too. So meaty. So sweet. Oh, look at that bite on the end there. Oh man, this needs a wiping in the sauce. Oh, look at all that. It's just a pool of garlic and pepper. And again, I mean, not only the delicious food, but the story of Thanh Long. And it's so cool how this is a Vietnamese restaurant, this is a Vietnamese dish, which was brought to San Francisco and then adapted to the local ingredients. Dungeness crab is what's available here on the West Coast, especially in San Francisco. And this, it's such a cool, I mean, how it was adapted, the recipe, to then use the local seafood to create this landmark of a San Francisco Vietnamese food. I'll do a bite of garlic noodles and a chase with crab. The combination. We've got a lot more crab to eat, but we're gonna sit here, we're gonna crack, we're gonna suck, we're gonna slurp, and we're gonna finish off these crabs. Without a doubt, Thanh Long, that was the highlight of this Dungeness crab tour of San Francisco. It's a historic, it's a landmark culinary treasure of Vietnamese American San Francisco cuisine. But I believe what's really the secret is the technique of how the crabs are cooked, how they're roasted, how they're cooked just perfectly without overdoing them, and then how they're combined with that garlic and pepper and how it just like seeps into every crack and crevice of the Dungeness crabs. And so that is going to complete this Dungeness crab tour of San Francisco. And thank you again for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe now for lots more food and travel videos. Goodbye from San Francisco, and I will see you on the next video.